Everyone thinks budget acoustics are just stepping stones, but here's the thing, the Ibanez AW54 punches past the beginner box because the tone and playability feel a tear up from its price. Most folks chase bright spruce to cut through a room, but the surprising truth is that a solid-top, open-pore AW54 brings a focused, warm mid-range that actually records cleaner and sits better under vocals. That's what made me do a double take. I put this guitar through 10 days of testing, about 14 hours of playing in real rooms with mics and direct comparisons. And the 3 reasons you need to try it showed up fast and held up under stress. Before we dive into what I discovered, quick heads up, if you're already thinking this might be your next acoustic, I'll drop my best current price link below. But hang on, because what I found in the testing might change how you pick between spruce and solid-top mahogany-style acoustics. Here's the setup. I needed a no-nonsense dreadnought that wouldn't get harsh when I strummed, but could still respond to a light touch for fingerstyle. My older plywood top beater sounded boxy on camera, and my bright spruce dread cut great live but fought my voice in recordings. I was skeptical of anything under $300 claiming solid top and good fretwork. I've been burned before: sharp fret ends, inconsistent intonation, and that dead, plasticky thud you get from thick finishes and mystery bracing. I wanted a guitar I could throw in a car for a writing session, mic for a demo, and hand to a new player without apologizing. The AW54 showed up promising exactly that: dreadnought body, open-pore finish, solid top in the mahogany family, simple hardware, and I went in ready to call out the hype. First, build and setup. Out of the box, the open-pore satin finish felt alive. You can see the grain, and the body resonated when I tapped it. Fretwork, surprisingly clean, no cheese grater edges, and only 1 fret around 12 needed a micro polish. I measured action at the 12th. 2.5 on the low E, 2.0 on the high E. Neck relief landed around 0.008 inch after a quarter turn tweak. That's decent factory territory. The nut slots were a tad high on the first 2 strings, fixable in 5 minutes. Tuners are basic diecast, but they held well. After 3 full retunes with fresh 12 to 53s, stability locked in. The Ibanez Advantage bridge pins made string changes weirdly painless on camera. Nothing flashy here, just smart, simple choices. But then we hit tone tests. I did 3 rounds. Strumming with a .73 pick, fingerstyle with nails and flat-picking lines. Against a Yamaha FG800 spruce and a Fender CD60, the AW54 sat warmer, less splashy up top. Strummed hard, it didn't bark, it stayed controlled. Fingerstyle notes bloomed in the mids with a gentle roll-off that made my vocals sit on top instead of fighting. On mic, I tracked at 12 inches with a small diaphragm condenser. The AW54 produced fewer brittle overtones, so I used less EQ. Sustain on an open G rang around 4.5 seconds before decay dipped under a room noise floor at 45 dB. Not a cannon, but focused. But then I dug in with flat picking, expecting it to crumble. It didn't. Single note clarity was there, just not hyped. Think wood first, shimmer second. Playability in the real world. The neck profile is a comfortable slim C with about a 43 nut. Bar chords didn't cramp my wrist, and fingerstyle spreads felt natural. The satin neck kept my hand moving even under stage lights. After an hour, no hot spots on the edges, and string spacing stayed friendly for Travis picking. I took it to a songwriter circle and a garage rehearsal. In the circle, the mids let it cut enough without sounding edgy. In the garage with a cajon and 2 electrics, it needed a mic. This isn't a bluegrass canon. But then something unexpected happened. When we recorded a quick scratch take, the AW54 sat in the mix faster than the brighter spruce. Less corrective EQ, faster workflow, durability, and quirks. The open-pore finish will show dings faster than gloss. You'll want to oil the fretboard out of the box. Mine looked a bit dry. No gig bag included. Only a rear strap button, so plan to add one at the heel if you gig. Also, the factory saddle is serviceable, but swapping to bone improved note separation by a noticeable margin. I measured a tiny bump in sustain and a clearer low E fundamental. Intonation was within 3 cents across strings, which is better than I expected at this price. But here's where it gets interesting. The big discovery. For singer-songwriters and home recorders, the AW54's solid top, open-pore design gives you that controlled, wood-forward voice that just works under a mic. After 10 days of consistent humidity, 45–55%, the top felt stable, and the response actually opened up by day 3. Compared to the Yamaha FG800, the AW54 is less bright but more mix-ready. Compared to ultra-budget boxes, it doesn't have that plasticky ring. Is it too good to be true? No, it's not perfect. It's not the loudest strummer, and it won't slice through a jam like a bright spruce dread. But for what most people actually do, write, record, practice, play small rooms, it's borderline ideal. And those 3 reasons to try it: 1. A solid top that responds musically at low volumes. 2. Playability that feels like someone cared about the neck and fretwork. 3. It records clean with minimal fuss, saving you time. Now that you know the AW54's real edge is that warm, mic-friendly tone with legit playability, grab it before prices creep. These solid top runs and finishes tend to fluctuate. Links in the description for the best current deal and any bundle options I recommend. Bottom line, the Ibanez AW54 is the rare under 300 acoustic that doesn't feel compromised. If you're a beginner who wants a guitar that inspires you to practice, a songwriter who records at home, or a casual player who hates brittle highs, this is a yes. If you need arena volume, ultra-bright cut, or built-in electronics, look at a Spruce Stop or the AW54 CE instead. For most of us, though, this is the warm, honest workhorse that gets out of the way and lets your songs breathe. Here's what nobody tells you. Sometimes the better acoustic isn't the louder one, it's the one that records right the first time.